And next up, and you actually might be interested in this.
Caught me out there, that was very quick, but carry on.
If you're actually thinking about exporting, take a look at this.
Yeah, because this is a Nottingham company that's exporting around the world, and also we've got some interesting advice for you if you're thinking of doing the same. New premises and a new look for a company that's been manufacturing in Nottingham for almost 50 years.
We're coming up on the train through London.
Micromesh was founded by Bob Underwood in 1968, and now his son James runs the business on Daybell Avenue in Bulwell, but not before he served a long apprenticeship.
Well, I've never liked these press caps anyway.
I've been working there since I was about 5 years old, at weekends and school holidays, and full-time since I was 18. And he started me off on the shop floor, so I got used to making these kind of things, making the filters, putting these together, assembling them, getting on the spot welders, getting on the resin machines and putting them all together. And then I moved up and developed into the sales area, and then developed over into managing. And now we sell into multiples of industries. We sell into the rail industry, we sell still into mining industry, although there's very little left now in the UK. We sell over in India.
The company has customers all over the world. Its filters can be found in passenger trains, Triumph motorbikes, earth-moving equipment and Challenger tanks. At a time when manufacturing has been struggling, they've continued to expand and now have 22 people working for them.
Well, I got made redundant 5.5 years ago. My mum was a cleaner here, and James offered me mum to see if you want to come in for a couple of weeks' work. I was like, yeah, anything will do. And then ever since, it just kept me on.
You can see that you get this perfect seam all the way down there.
And it's drawing in a younger generation too. James Riley has worked in the filtration industry all his life, but was keen to work for a company which makes the goods it's selling.
So this backs up, so this just makes sure that it's formed into the right pleat height and everything goes through smoothly.
It's manufacturing in the UK, so I can go out to the shop floor and see, you know, from start to finish how a filter is made.
The next move for the firm is an export drive to India, where it's set up its own company to supply the mining industry out there. Micromesh has made the most of the export help that's available from government, and after opening up markets in Poland and France too, it's also aware of the pitfalls.
This isn't coming down right? Yeah. Okay, just put the jig in there, let's just have a look. What we found is there is some danger when you go to a new export market, things can start to wane once you come back. So you go and do an exhibition, you go and see the people, you have some good meetings, and then when you come back you have your own business to attend to, and things tend to drop off a little bit. So in the past we've used the Nottingham Chamber, and they have a scheme whereby they send you a student called the ISPO, and they'll send you a student from a university, and you can have those for 6 months, a language student. So we've used French and we've used Polish in the past to develop markets.
It's a company flying the flag abroad for Nottingham engineering and looking to expand and create more jobs in the future. So we heard that Micromesh has had help from UKTI, a government department, in its export drive. So what kind of help do they offer? Well, with me now is Ian Harrison, who's from the UKTI in the East Midlands. And Ian, is this a typical kind of company that you would help?
Yes, it is. We work with a whole range of companies, manufacturers, service sector, from very small to very large.
So when it comes to a first-time exporter, what are the kind of things you're helping them through and telling them to do?
Well, we advise them on a whole range of things, because exporting is not the most simplest thing to do, but we can help to demystify the approach for them. So as part of our programme, we have language and culture advisors that, for example, will advise somebody to, if they're exporting to New Zealand, to say you shouldn't sit on the table because that causes offence, or if you're exporting to Thailand, you mustn't give somebody a watch because that means that they're counting down to death.
And what have firms from around here got to offer the world? What are we selling them?
All sorts of things. I mean, I worked with there's a company I work with called Amplitude that sell hearing induction loops across the world, and a very interesting product. We work with another company called Chinook that do waste to energy, and are selling that to the UAE. A very, very big project last year, won the Queen's Award for that project, very innovative technology. There's another company called RootSafe that do safety wires, and they've provided those safety wires to the King Abdullah Stadium, which is the largest football stadium in Saudi Arabia. So a whole range of products that are kind of emanated in Nottingham and are exported worldwide.
And finally, how can people get in touch with you?
Just use gov.uk. If you can either Google us, type in UK Trade and Investment or UKTI, or go through the www.gov.uk/UKTI site, and you'll see a full suite of our products.